Hi friends, it's good to see you all again. I thought it would be fun today to learn a little bit more about birds. I was wondering just what it takes to be a bird. What do we need to have? Am I a bird? No, I'm not a bird. Let's find out a few facts about birds and some interesting things. Birds are incredible creatures. They have a lot of the same things that we do have, but there are a lot of differences. I have this book. You can learn so many things from books. This says, how can you tell if something is a bird? They need to have a few important characteristics. Can you think of anything that a bird has? Feathers. Yep, a bird has to have feathers all over its body. It has to have wings and beaks. And how many legs does a bird have? 2. That's right. These are the things that a bird needs to have to be a bird. Wings and 2 legs and feathers and a beak. Check out this guy. He flies. He has a couple little legs down there. Is that a bird? No, that's a bat. Bats fly, but what are they missing? They're missing feathers, that's right. And a bat is a mammal. It doesn't come from eggs. Birds all come from eggs. That's how we know it's a bird. It's got warm blood like we do, but it also has feathers, 2 feet, a beak, and wings. That's right. Now, do all birds use their wings to fly? Can you think of a bird that does not use his wings to fly? They're usually black and white and live on the ice. Penguin, if you said penguin, good for you. A penguin does not fly. He's a bird. He has wings, but what does he use his wings for? For swimming, that's right. For swimming, but it's still a bird. They come from eggs. They have feathers and a beak and wings, but you don't have to fly to be a bird. There's a couple other birds that I know that don't fly. Can you think of any other ones? There's a great big one. He doesn't need to fly. He's the biggest bird. And the reason he doesn't have to fly is because he's super, super fast. An ostrich. They don't need to fly to get away from their predators because they can run very fast and have very strong legs. There's another bird that looks a lot like the ostrich. He's called an emu, except his feathers are a little hairy-like. There's a picture of an emu. They don't fly either. And neither does a kiwas. They live in Australia. They don't have any tails. But what about this guy? You may see him around. I've seen one in my yard. You know what that one's called? It's a road runner. They can fly, but they choose not to fly because they also run very, very fast. And they mostly live in the desert, really warm places. And I learned that their thick feathers keep them protected from the snakes. They do like to eat the snakes too. Birds are incredible creatures. Let's find out a little bit more. There are about 10,000 different kinds of birds in the whole world with lots of different colors. This is one of my favorites. A peacock, that's right. This is the male, or the boy peacock. He's the one with all the beautiful feathers. The girl's called a peahen. They show off their feathers and they squiggle them around. That's how they try to get a girlfriend. They say, look at these cool feathers I have. Now, birds eat lots of different things. Can you think of something that birds might like to eat? Something that's around, outside in your yards. Can you think of some things? Yell them out. I want to hear you. Yeah, they eat a lot of insects and bugs. Some of them eat fruit from our fruit trees. And they even like to eat some of those nasty mice and snakes. And they've got really good eyes. Here's an owl eating a snake. Birds can talk to other birds. They communicate. If you listen carefully and you see a couple of different kinds of birds, if you listen, they will make different sounds. A crow makes a different sound than a peacock or an eagle or a duck. And there's even a bird that can talk like a human if they're taught. Parrots can do that. Here's a couple birds. They talk differently. The duck might say quack. This little one might say tweet, 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 tweet. And this one squawks really loud, the toucan. And then here's a parrot. If he's trained, he might say, hello, hello. Birds are incredible animals. There's something else about birds that I find fascinating. Do you know that there is a bird that can fly faster than us? Most of them can. But there's a bird that can even fly faster than a cheetah. And I know you know cheetahs are fast. It says here that cheetahs can go about 70 miles an hour. That's about as fast as your car goes when you're on the fast freeway. That's how fast a cheetah can run. But the peregrine falcon can go 90 miles an hour. Woo, quicker than the fastest person ever and quicker than a cheetah. There he is down there. That's a very fast bird. Well, we know what you need to be a bird. Do you remember? Feathers, a beak, wings, not always for flying though, and you need a couple of legs. There's something else that birds have that we have inside of our bodies that keep us from falling down like Jell-O. What are those things in our bodies that are hard? Bones, that's right. Birds have bones too, but birds' bones are a little bit different. They're hollow inside. There's no bone marrow inside of the bird's bones. So their bones are very light, so they can fly easier. They're not really heavy. Pretty interesting facts. All right, my friends, I hope to be talking to you again soon. Go check out some birds and see what you see, and see what different kinds of noises they make, and maybe discover some of the food that they like to eat. And if you see a hummingbird, see if I don't have my picture of my hummingbird. Those are very interesting. They're one of the only birds that can fly up and down and backwards and sideways and fly so fast, and they're the teeniest of all. All right, I hope to see you all soon.